Hey everyone, welcome to Runestone Reptiles. I'm your host, Chad. Ball pythons are probably my favorite snake. As a child, I fell in love with the ball python, and my goal was one day to own one. Now that dream is fulfilled. But do ball pythons make good pets? I'm all for reptiles as pets. But I don't believe all reptiles make good pets. I also don't believe that there is a one-size-fits-all for reptiles. Money, time, and experience all play into the decision-making process when it comes to what reptile is right for you. So would a ball python be a good pet for you? Let's start with the discussion of what makes a good pet. Ultimately, you have to be able to answer this question to know if reptiles are the right fit for you. If you are someone who wants a pet who is going to show you affection or play with you, reptiles may not be the right pet. If you are wanting a pet that looks cool, but doesn't require you to do anything, reptiles are not going to be the pet for you. While I do believe that reptiles are a lot smarter than people give them credit for, they're not looking for cuddles, they're not looking to play fetch. And they're also a lot more work than people realize. So let's go back to the topic of the ball python. You are someone who likes snakes, understands the responsibilities, and are looking to become an owner. Great! You're at your local reptile shop or at an expo, and now you're trying to figure out what to get. Which of all these snakes is going to be a good pet for you? Honestly, there are a lot of snakes that make okay or even good pets. Corn snakes, king snakes, and milk snakes are all good snakes for pets. They are fun, lively, and beautiful. They won't get massive and are easy to handle. While they are more likely to be quick and exploratory, honestly, they're not bad snakes to get for a first-time snake owner. When it comes to length, ball pythons, corn, king, and milk snakes are not all that much different. The ball python is thicker bodied, and this gives them the illusion of being a longer snake. In some ways, this might even make them seem a little more impressive or even intimidating than some of the other snakes. That being said, there is one aspect of the ball python I like better than most snakes. This is Buster Moon. She is a Texas rat snake. My son fell in love with her at a pet shop. And she wasn't super expensive, so we decided to take her home with us. While she isn't going to get much longer than my ball pythons, she is a lot more to handle, especially for my son. She is a lot quicker and wants to explore. When she feels threatened, she will attempt to race away. For someone like me, this isn't really an issue. I've handled a lot of different snakes, and keeping up with her isn't all that difficult. For my son, it makes her a bit much for him to handle without supervision. While working at the reptile sanctuary, I would have tons of people who would be intimidated by the ball python because of their size. They would want to hold the corn snakes or the king snakes because they were thinner and less intimidating. That being said, as soon as I would pull out the corn snake and people saw how fast they would move and how much they wanted to explore, they were suddenly nervous and unsure around the smaller snakes. Take a look at her. She is a beautiful snake. On the other hand, Woden here is much slower and, in my opinion, easier to handle. The temperament of the ball python allows for handling that doesn't require someone to keep up with the bursts of speed or the exploration. I can hang Woden around my neck and go about my business without much worry. My young daughter will sometimes walk around the house wearing one of the ball pythons, and I have little worry of losing a snake or my daughter being in serious danger. Ball pythons are also a much better choice for most people than the reticulated or the Burmese pythons. I love Burmese and reticulated pythons. They are beautiful and incredible animals. While they are beautiful, they can also be deadly. Both the Burmese and the reticulated pythons can reach lengths that could easily kill an adult human. I've had a 16-foot reticulated python wrap its coils around my arm before, and it nearly broke my arm with little effort. While both these pythons can be found in pet shops and reptile expos around the country, neither of these snakes make good pets because of their size. I don't want to disrespect those who breed and sell these magnificent snakes, but my experience leads me to believe that most of the general public shouldn't keep the reticulated or Burmese as pets. They are especially not for beginner snake keepers. Even boa constrictors can reach some large sizes and could be difficult for some to handle. That being said, a red-tailed boa is a much more responsible choice than a reticulated or Burmese python. Still, the ball python isn't going to grow much more than 4 or 5 feet on average. That is a much more manageable size and much safer. So is the ball python the best pet for you? It really does depend on what you are looking for in a pet. There are many great choices out there for your first snake. For me, the ball python is a really good pet, and I would recommend anyone looking for a snake to look at the ball python. Remember, responsible keeping is doing your homework and knowing your animals and their individual needs. Other than the ball python, what snakes would you consider a good pet and recommend for someone looking to get into snakes as pets? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.